Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the hottest show in social media history. They might try to duplicate it, but they can't emulate it. It ain't but one 5-star general. And I want to welcome you to the War Zone. This is a special edition of the War Zone. And I got something on my mind and we got to talk about it. Gotta talk about it, man. Let's go. Say, how you doing? I want to welcome you to a special edition of the War Zone. It's actually a special edition of the War Zone. You know, we come on every night about 7 o'clock. We come on about every night at 7 o'clock. And I want to talk to you about something. Um, every time you look up, the Democratic Party is in the news. Every single time you look up, the Democratic Party is in the news. And it's totally embarrassing what we're going through from an African American political standpoint, because we definitely seem to have the wrong representation. Uh, According to an article I read today, Carmen P. Turner she says she pled guilty to a Class B misdemeanor and in a case that may have involved bankruptcy fraud. Um, I don't care what your plea was. I don't care when it happened. You are a criminal. If you can take something that's bad and you can turn it into a misdemeanor, you can plead down to a misdemeanor. That just tells me you had a great attorney. You violated the law. And see, that's a problem for me with African American politicians and those that support them. If this person had actually been a white person, we'd be calling for their heads. Oh, they need to resign. They need to do this here. But every time you look up, somebody from the Democratic side is caught up in some foolishness from an African American standpoint. And it bugs the hell out of me. I'm telling y'all, man, that we as a people, I just talked to somebody and they like, well, they made a mistake and, hold on, man. And we should forgive them. And, you know, okay, so if you make a mistake and we should forgive them and they should be able to go on with their lives and, do great things. Okay. Okay, I get that. Let me try this a different way then. For all them brothers, white guys, Latinos who are getting out of prison, why don't you just do something with their record so that they can go find a decent place to stay? If we're gonna be forgiven, why don't we make sure that they don't get excluded from jobs? See, you want to tailor make these rules in certain situations to give these people cover for what they're doing. If you are an elected official and you violate the law, you should not be an elected official. And that's all it boils down to. And I don't understand why people don't want to get that. Black people, you want to act like ain't nothing happened. Well, something is happening, especially in the city of Houston and surrounding areas. Our black elected officials have issues. Exactly. And I totally agree, Janelle. I mean, if we're going to forgive, let's forgive them all. Let's forgive them all. See, everybody want to talk down on the Republican Party because they're so hard on the Democrats for the things that they do. And, you know, if you are an elected official and you violate the law, why do you think that you can continue being an elected official? You violated the law. You violated the trust. And those that support these people, you need help. You need help. How long we gonna keep supporting wrong? How long? Right now, Ellis will be on As They See Us show Thursday. And I'm helping them promote that show, my old co-host. Because being a journalist is something you should take very, very serious. Now, here's the thing. I keep telling y'all that what it boils down to is they're not going to ask the tough questions. Now I'm going to give you part two of that. If they ask the tough questions and they get a BS answer, they're not going to come with no serious dialogue after that. They can't. They're the classic Negro. And that's what it is. Robert Williams say, I'm painting with a broad brush. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to make you understand why I'm not painting with a broad brush. I'm just Gary Monroe. And if I run for office and I have something on my background, the average person will crucify me. I will be held to a different standard. But because I am not in certain circles, then I'm not gonna get that pass. I could just be a regular dude, ain't running for office. I'm not gonna get that pass. I'm not gonna get that pass. According to her and her attorney, Mary Davis, she pled down to a misdemeanor. And if people are fine with criminals being in office, don't complain about them when they get caught stealing when they in there. Because a snake does not change. A snake gonna always be a snake. I don't care what nobody tell me. I've been in this world for a little bit. I've been here for 52 years. And what I'm saying right now is what I've seen 1,000 times. Snakes don't change. But if we are comfortable giving passes to people who violate the law, can we let Bill Cosby out of jail? He black. Can we let R. Kelly out of jail? He black. Can we forgive everyone? No, we're not going to do that. Black elected officials are getting away with bloody murder, and you know it. And we don't want to hold them accountable because that means we'd have to change the regime and bring in some people that probably don't want to play the game. Mayor Davis, I tell you what, if he was paid by the Republicans to write that article, as long as it was factual, it doesn't matter. Now, answer this here because you're very attentive right now. Is it true or is it not true? You're welcome to give me a call. Is it true or is it not true? My number is 832-591-9681. I'm not going to speak on nothing that I ain't did the work on. Is it true or is it not true? See, that's the problem. We keep wanting to hide these people. And if y'all, see, let me tell you something. The Republicans ain't making these people violate the law. So we mad at the person for writing the article, but we ain't mad at the person who did what they did in the article. That's an oxymoron. Are we crazy? We mad at the person for writing the article. Oh, the Republicans told him to write it. Did the Republicans tell her to do it? Answer that. You've commented twice. What, the cat got your tongue now? Did the Republicans tell her to do it? Stop blaming everything on Republicans. These Negroes have their own minds. And that's all it boils down to. They have their own minds. And they represent us. Why did I support Brad Jordan? Because he went to jail for child support. That's civil. So if you want to come at me, who the fuck are you? Now you done pissed me off. That is civil. And more importantly, it is what it is. So I tell you what you can do. You just earned your fucking self away off my page. And that's that. Y'all around here kissing these people asses because you know them, because they're this. Man, ain't the character in question. And since you want to bring up Brad Jordan, lady, let me get something straight with you. He ain't committed no crime. Did you feel sorry for Brad when Shoemaker them was trying to put dope on him? When the police was trying to put dope on him and fake federal charges? Did you have a problem with it then? But yet he didn't go to jail. But the ones who are going to jail, you try to protect them. But the ones that ain't going, you have an issue with them. You have an issue. Your biggest issue here is you continuously support failing black politicians. And if I paint with a broad brush, as my friend Robert Williams says, then I make sure that I got enough paint. See, black people, you got to understand something. You know how our grandmas and mamas used to tell us, and especially to good white people, no disrespect to you. They told us we had to be 3 times better than you guys. So how are we being 3 times better when every time you look up, we caught up in the news on some foolishness? How are we being 3 times better when we caught up in the news on some foolishness? And then we condone the foolishness. I'm sick of people blaming stupid Democratic black issues on white Republicans. You're doing it to yourself. Mortgage fraud. Oh man. Man, some of y'all make my stomach hurt. Realistically, it makes my stomach hurt. I think black people, this is where I'm at with it. Because I need you to understand. I think whatever you getting out the game right now, you rightfully deserve. If everybody's shitting on us, they need to keep shitting on us. Because y'all don't get it. Y'all actually don't get it. Some of y'all just don't get it. Whatever the outcome from anything that goes on, we deserve what we get. Because we accept any and everything. Excellence is not hard to obtain. I put a lot of work in, but it ain't hard to do. It ain't hard to be ethical. It ain't hard to have good character. It ain't hard. But one of the thing that irks me the most is how every time something happens, the Republicans did it. No, Negro, you did it. The Republicans made him write that article. Well, the Republicans didn't make her commit the crime. Stop blaming everything on white Republicans and accept the fact you a piss poor black politician. And if you've committed a crime, you should not be in office. It's more than enough good people running that ain't been in locked up on some foolishness. Now, am I saying if you got a parking ticket or something like that, child support, that's totally different. We're talking about people committing monetary crimes. I can't narrow it down, Robert. I respect you with everything in my heart. You know, we talk and I respect you. But too many of us are getting caught up in foolishness. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And the reason we keep getting caught up is because we won't address it when it happens. And Rob says sometimes we fall down to get back up and then get back up better than we were before. Do you really think she was thinking about Jesus when the crimes were committed? Do you think she was thinking about redemption when the crimes were being committed? Or did she just think, oh, I'm going to get away with this? See, we can't, and I'm going to tell you now, even God got sick of Satan. Even God will put you in an reprobated mind. And those that don't know what an reprobated mind is, go read your Bible. Even God will get sick of you sooner or later. So why is it that we as Democrats can't get sick of the Democratic representation that we have that stay caught up? We God created us in his image. And if I've been created in his image, it is time for us to expel some of these Democrats the same way God expelled Satan from heaven. It's just time. We can't move forward with the same people doing the same things. Even God gets sick of it. We can do better. We can do better. Got more than enough people that can do better. Do we need to get them in the circle to get them in the office? Do we need to get them in the circle to get them in the office? Can somebody tell me whose ass they need to kiss? We need some better representation. I'm sorry. Maybe we actually because and I'm me, I get outside the box. I think about things differently some days. We got all these cats wearing these three-piece suits and these gator shoes. Maybe we need a youngster with his pants sagging, with a rag hanging out his pocket. That's just ethical. Because the ones wearing the three-piece suits and the gator shoes and all the fly stuff, robbing us blind, doing everything under the sun. Maybe we need somebody that sag their pants with a rag hanging out their pocket to be our representative. Because we pick a lot of them based on what we see. I wear sweats every single day. I love my sweats. I grew up poor. That's all I had. So I've never kind of got away from them. You could take any elected official you want right now and sit them in an open debate with me, and I will eat them for lunch. But because I don't fit the mold, I'm not the uppity Negro type. Because I don't fit the mold, I don't dress a certain way. Because I don't fit the mold, because I'll drink my yak and my bush beer and I'll smoke my cigarettes. I'm not the guy that should be able to do what I do. But yet they're not smarter than me. They're no more intelligent than me. I can sit in a room with good white people and make some business transactions happen, but make sure at the end of the day it benefits my people. But because I don't fit a certain mold, and I'm using me as an example, you will misjudge me. What I'm saying is what we have is not working, man. And we got to stop blaming what we do on white Republicans. We have to. We have to. So, maybe we shouldn't complain about where we at right now. Because we comfortable where we at. We're comfortable where we are. We're comfortable making ourselves third-class citizens. We're comfortable with our criminal representation. We're comfortable not getting nothing. You see what I'm saying? So maybe we should just accept where we are and that be it. Because the way we going, I just tell people, man, I'll kill myself first. But in about 20 years, we're going to be in chains, man. I'll kill myself before I get up in them. But if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to be in chains and we can't blame nobody but ourselves. But I'll kill myself before I get in them. We're the only race of people that don't get it. We're the only race that does not get it. I'm not picking on that lady today. And I just feel that if you violated the law, then you should not be able to sit in a seat. But everybody, tonight I'm gonna be on my show with my good friend Paul Wall. We have a phenomenal gift for the kids at Austin High School. You gotta tune in to see it. I got my man Leon Chavez, man. If you love Zydeco music, you know, my man gonna be on the show next Monday. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm waiting on a call back from Cupid himself. So my show is not finna just be about politics. It's not finna be about the coronavirus every night. I can turn on the TV and hear that foolishness all day long. These people gonna do what they want to do. The governor gonna open the state, a whole bunch of people gonna die in this business as usual. So I don't need to do that on my show. But tomorrow night is gonna be phenomenal. I can tell you that. Steve Davis out of Oklahoma City, my man Ken Davis out of HISD, Houston, Texas, Oklahoma City, Houston, Texas. They have programs that mirror each other about saving black boys. You sure you want to sit in that discussion? Because that's a very powerful discussion. And I want to just sit there and learn. I've worked with Dr. Davis many days in Houston, and I'm just meeting Steve, and I look forward to that conversation. Whether you like me, see, somebody told me, I heard this twice in 2 days. They say either you're going to like Monroe or you're going to hate him. It ain't no middle ground. And trust me, it ain't. Because you either on my team or you ain't. So Thursday night, let's see. The As They See Me people, don't get your hood card revoked. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the hood ain't cool with the Rodney Ellis interview. And everybody going to be watching to see just what y'all going to do. Is y'all going to step up to the plate? Or is you going to sell out the hood? Now, the thing about a hood pass is sometimes they get revoked. Everybody watching. Everybody's watching. You come on 7 o'clock Thursday with your man. With your man. Rodney Ellis. But I come on at 8 with Wayne Delagapino. And I plan on eating greedy. If you give him a pass, we gonna chew him up and you up. And let's see who got paid. Because if you ain't got paid, make him do like R. Kelly with Gayle King. Ask them tough questions till he snatched the microphone off of him. But you ain't got the heart to do it. That money gonna make sure you don't ask him. But the hood watching. And I drove back to the hood yesterday and hit a few spots. The hood is watching. Darnella Wilkerson. I actually called J. Paul yesterday, and I'm waiting for Jay to get back with me. J. Paul performed at my last wedding reception. We had a Zydeco luau. So I know him. I know all of them in Zydeco. So I called Jay yesterday. I'm just waiting for him to get back at me. I think y'all need to wake up and understand, as tough as it may be, that we are going to have to hold these black elected officials accountable. We don't have a choice. And our representation does not need to be suspect. And it is what it is, because I'm putting together an army of people. And we're just gonna get some of y'all up out of here in November, man. We just gonna go a different route. We just gonna go a different route. We can't keep doing the same thing and keep praying and hoping and waiting and wishing for you to get it right. We're tired of waiting, hoping, wishing. We're tired. Either get it right now or suffer the consequences in November. Totally up to you. You know what I'm saying? So 7 o'clock tonight, man, my man Paul Wall coming through. Can't wait for him to get here and do what he do. You know, he'll be through at 7 o'clock tonight. And I'm telling y'all, the hood is watching, man. The hood is watching, man. Cross yourself. The one thing I know is I went back to the hoods yesterday, and I still walk through like I'm the prime minister of hood education. Say without a shadow of a doubt, bad as SOB in social media talk so history. I am the 5-star general, and you've just been in the middle of a special edition of the War Zone. I see you at 7.